Morning, morning. So I got sad news. I cooked my vegetables in the Instapot this morning, and like I normally do, I kind of put them in there, then I go take a shower, then I come back and they're ready to go. But for some reason, the Instapot dudded out on me, so my vegetables weren't ready. I didn't have time to try to make them again, so I'm just gonna have to go to work, and it stinks because not only do you miss breakfast, I make breakfast and lunch at the same time, so now I have to miss lunch too, so I get double whammied, 2-for-1 special because I missed breakfast. But in lieu of staying positive, it's gonna be okay. It's a lifetime program. There's plenty of opportunities to keep it going. You can't get too beat up by one punch here, one punch there. So I think that's a good lesson or mindset to have as well. I mean, it is a long program. I remember when I was first doing it, every little thing that went wrong was like the end of the world to me, right? I took 100 steps back every time something went wrong, but it's really not the case. The case really is just keep moving forward and don't linger or dwell on it too long, and you'll be all right. Number 2, I think I fixed this little camera thing I got set up here in the car. My truck's a little old, it's kind of bumpy, so you're going to see a lot of bumps, but hopefully it won't be hitting the little wall piece and making all that crazy noise again, so we'll see how it goes. Still new to all this, so it's, kind of learn as we go type thing. Number 3, this is the cool part. Actually called Dr. Wilson last night. That was the first time I've ever talked to him in person, and it was a cool experience for me. I kind of was starstruck, to be honest, because I was like, wow, this is the Dr. Wilson. I'm hearing his voice. I'm talking to him. That's so cool. But I called him because I have this issue, and it's kind of a funny one, so I'll tell you guys what it is. I had this, I'll call it an issue, problem. I don't really want to call it a problem. I have this thing that I do where when I listen to music, especially when it's mainstream music, kind of top 40 stuff, it'll get stuck in my head real bad, and it's not like it's stuck in my head and it's the whole song and I'm singing, all these verses. It's like the little hook, the same 2 lines, and I'll just say them like over and over and over and over and over again, and it's kind of ridiculous, In my opinion, it's indicative to somebody who has racing mind, and I do a pretty good job of kind of avoiding it. But over the weekend, I heard a Taylor Swift song, Taylor Swift, and it got stuck in my head like crazy, and it's been all week long. So I was kind of getting to the point where I was like, I really would like to know what this is, what the root cause of this is. So I was like, I feel like Dr. Wilson might have dealt with this before. So I gave him a call, and he kind of explained a couple things to me. He mentioned that, a lot of these songs are acoustically engineered in a way where they are meant to get stuck in your head. So there's kind of that part that you have to think about as well. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they are, mainstream songs that get millions and millions of listens. They got to be catchy, right? And he's like, number 2, sometimes the songs that you listen to, they actually have meaning, like they resonate with your soul in some way, shape, or form, kind of what you're going through. So he's like, sometimes if you get the song stuck in your head, you can kind of try to derive the meaning from it, and maybe there's a message in there that's just ready for you to take. So that was interesting, and I definitely can relate to that. Sometimes you hear the perfect song at the perfect time, and everything just makes sense, right? The other thing he mentioned is this phenomenon. There's probably, this is definitely related to toxic metals. And he said one thing that he does to kind of help, because what's happening is energy is moving up from the body into the brain, right? And you don't want that. What we really want is energy to move from the brain down, which what we really want is from the soul to the brain to the body. So everything's moving down. So he said one thing that he used to do when he was having racing minds and stuff is he'd go for a walk, and it's like a slow kind of purposeful walk, and with every step he would say down, so down, 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 The idea is that you're just moving energy down, and you're moving any anxiety down into the earth. You know, it's kind of like grounding. There's an infinity amount of, I said that wrong, atoms in the earth. So when you ground something that's electrical, you know, it can absorb the shock. It's the same thing with your body, right? And your thoughts. If you're walking and you say down, the earth can absorb all that energy, and you can relieve yourself of it. So I thought it was actually pretty cool. It's cool advice. So I'm definitely going to try this down meditation walk, kind of try to implement it into my daily routine, and we'll see how it goes. And anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys.